control of the audience. Yep, continue. So yeah, this is where we were. You can probably tell, but there's no music. I think this is probably the only level in the game that doesn't have music. I'll have that in the 4th row. Column, I meant. So yeah, there's a good demonstration of the pumpkin. Kind of. I mean, you can't see it. This is the one level I think where it's actually better to to play with the console version, just because you can see where my thing is at all times and what my thought process is roughly. Alright, so yeah, magnet shroom. I don't think I ever got to show this off. And the sea shroom. Okay, so we'll put the magnet shroom here. Hey, called it. That was a good placement, because there's the bucket head here. So I don't know if you can, if you notice what I'm doing, but I'm putting pumpkins on the cacti on the left. Shit. Yep, alright, he's dead. Sweetness. Anyway, I'm putting pumpkins on the cacti on the left, only on the, you know, on the ground, not the ones on the lily pads. Because when the mining zombies show up inevitably, yeah, I'm going to want them there. So, I've already got sea shrooms there and there. I'm just going to keep backlogging, whatever. I'm just going to keep holding those back. This does not get rid of the darkness, by the way, in case you were wondering. Just realized I don't need any split peas there, so. Yeah, again, no music for this level. It's so weird, because you wouldn't normally associate this game with music, necessarily. But then when you don't have it, it's, like, kind of jarring. You don't expect it. Those need to be protected above all. That's right. So there's the pogo zombie. And, of course, there's this guy up here, which is scaring me. There we go. Right there went the balloon zombie. It is so weird not being able to see. Okay. I'm sure there's a challenge run of just doing this whole thing blindfolded. I remember me, Radam, and Adam did it. I don't know if it was a live stream or anything, but okay, that actually didn't explode anything. That's good. Oh yeah, they can suck up the music boxes, by the way. So that's good. Let's plant these. Because why not? What are you eating? Oh yes, the miners. I forgot their pickaxes can be magnetized. Oh, but the star fruit can shoot backwards though, so I don't know what's going on. Oh god. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, final wave coming up. I think we did pretty well this time. Whooshy, 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 whoosh. Whoosh. I don't need any of those. Because I have cacti that are invincible and everywhere, so... Split pea, I need you right there. Hehe. Fuck it, let's try and protect that plant. That's our challenge. Just a little extra protection in front. Uh-oh. This is fine. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't place a pumpkin on a sea shroom. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you can just plant them anywhere as well. So that is a new plant. The first plant for the 5th world. So it's a day plant. It can survive in, you know, day and night. Hurls cabbages at the enemy. So that's a Catapult. Yeah. So the next level's the roof. Because we've done the front yard, backyard, day and night each. Now the roof. You even found a way onto your roof. There's some... those are some persistent zombies, dude. You need to use cabbage pults here to... due to your roof's angle. Remember that, you're good to go. So, yeah. As you can see there, I'm planting on the left, and it's all slanted. So, yeah, so this is the 5th world, final world. Last couple episodes, here we go. Final stretch as well. Nope, can't have that. Yeah, I will have the pea shooters, and I'll bring the puff shroom along just so I can show off how the day plants react to stuff. Yeah, they'll also be grayed out if you can place them, but not very recommended. Like the plantain, for example. You know, I mean, you can place it. I don't think you can place the spikeweed, although we'll go into how you place plants in a bit. For now, all I'm going to do is just bring a bunch of plants along that I think would be helpful in this situation. Yeah. So boom, those are the... That's what I've got to work with. This is my favorite music, by the way. So good. Anyway, so during the day, yeah, plants, or mushrooms specifically, fall asleep like that. And there ain't no waking them up, so... Yeah. Basically use this on these levels. So this is what a cabbage pult does. It's, yeah, basically just a pea shooter, but it can do that. And I will show you in a bit. Yeah, just a second, and then I will show you exactly why you need those. But once... Never mind. Spoilers. I'll get to that in a bit, but yeah. After this level, I will get to what I was about to say. It's fine, though. I will remember. So, let's say I want to place a pea shooter there. If a zombie ever shows up, then it could be demonstrated. So, yeah, the pots are plants in this game, by the way. Yep, that's a plant. We unlock him after this level. This is a cool introduction, by the way. So they can eat those, and we can get screwed over by the fact that he just ate one of those. Yeah, so... Hopefully we'll get a zombie on the top here, and the pea shooter will attempt to do its stuff. Or we will never get a zombie ever. In the interest of not wanting to die, I'm just going to put that there. Zombie on top, please. Come on. There we go. See? Here's what the pea shooter's going to do. Boom. See, hits the slope. So we can't have it there. But what we can do is that. So So now he can shoot level, and because you unlock the pot after this level, you can place it up here, and then place pea shooters on top of them, and they'll fire normally. No! Oh, you are not taking one of my pots. You have to be super protective in this early level. Yeah, so that's basically my strategy. This row is going to be a little less protected, but whatever. Yeah, the Catapult and the pea shooter do exactly the same amount of damage, and what's interesting is that once you get past these levels, and you enter, like, New Game Plus or, you know, any of the survival games, yeah, I said survival games, then you can use the Catapult, and it will work just like the pea shooter, but just looks fancier, I guess. And, I'm sure a couple of you are thinking, like, what happens if you put the cactus back here? Does that mean, like, it extends upwards for every shot? And no, it does not, sadly. It just works like the pea shooter. Although I think there are balloon zombies on this level, so you do have to place them, like, here. Which becomes part of the challenge of later levels, but whatever. And you know what, let's put that there. Okay, yeah, so, right, I should probably mention, those are, I think jump rope zombies. Or no, not jump rope, bungee zombies, I meant. And they drop down and steal your plants occasionally, and on the final wave, they will drop down and, you know, place zombies on top of your things. Also, we don't have lawnmowers on the left. You have to go buy those. Just like the pool cleaners. You have to go buy roof cleaners. So there's the pot. And let's go buy roof cleaners. Bloom and Doom. Seed. Okay. Lets you plant on roof. So there's the flower pot. Ta-da! So now we have roof cleaners. And we have a second page, which allows us to buy these two. This is the upgrade for the spikeweed, called the spike rock. It basically works the same, except it does, I think, twice as much damage, and when a vehicle goes over it, like the Zomboni, it can, those 3 spikes there, it'll slowly wither down the 3 spikes, and then, you know, once the third one's gone, it will die. And then this one is the upgrade for the magnet shroom, and all it does is collect coins, nothing else. Which is actually a really cool plant, by the way. You don't realize, but some mini-games you do have a lot of coins spawning, so yeah, it's best to watch out for those. Anyway, so I'm going to use the snow pea, and yeah, the okay, probably just the pumpkin. Walnut's cool and all, but fuck it, why not? I mean, I'll just have a squash and then the... Alright, so instead of having just the regular pea shooter, I'll have the snow pea, because, you know, better in every way. So as you can probably tell, this row of pots is gone. So just like the fog level, we will slowly lose more and more pots, and by, like, I think next level is where we work it down to 3, and that's how many you get for every level. But yeah, it's basically like the pool level. Just imagine, you know, five rows, or yeah, 5 rows. But you know, every single place is water. And yes, you can plant potato mines in the pots, I believe, but just not spikeweeds. I think that's like, I think you either can't place spikeweeds, or when you do place spikeweeds there, they'll start eating the pot, and then you'll lose the spikeweed when the pot's gone. That's, I think, the only repercussion. And the spikeweed will deal damage to them while they're eating it, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong, but yeah. Also, I've pretty much decided what I want this channel to be, and that's just like reviewing, not necessarily reviewing, but just putting my input on games I enjoy and think are good. I don't think I'm going to be like, you know, buying a game, like pre-ordering a game, getting it day 1, and then immediately making a video of it. If I do, it won't be like a series or anything. Yeah, that's my plan. That could change easily, but you know, so far that's what I'm planning to do. So yeah, you can place the pots anywhere along here, even here. Don't know why you do that, but you can do it. So, yeah, okay, so pole vault zombie. This is where we need to start getting a bit creative. Creativity over. So something I kind of alluded to in a previous episode, but never really outright mentioned it, is that parts of the challenge scaling in this game is that you have zombies that you know how to deal with, but then, you know, your common method of dealing with them is taken away. So, yeah, I mentioned that kind of in an earlier episode when I was getting to the pool levels for the first time, and I mentioned that the newspaper and football zombies were, you know, still there, but you can't use your mushrooms, which were the, you know, ways of dealing with those two zombies. So then you had to be creative and work around that. So, yeah. So yes, this is the final world, by the way. So there's no roof night, which is, I mean, kind of disappointing. But I mean, what would you get? Like a mushroom pulp? I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, but you know, nothing to really set it apart from being the cabbage pulp. But you know, a mushroom. Also, yeah, I have checked the recordings, and yes, you can hear me humming when I'm doing it. I don't know why I needed to tell you that, but whatever. Aha, pole vault zombie. If you ever get here, you won't be able to, you know, pole vault. Yeah. So, the first, like, 5 or 6 levels of the roof, you can tell that they're giving you plants to combat the new zombies that they're introducing for the roof, like the bungee zombies and, you know, others that are yet to be mentioned and all that stuff, and stuff that works with the slope and, you know, cool original ideas. But then the last half of the, like, stuff that you're getting, not necessarily, like, in the order of the first half and the last half, just, like, half the plants you're getting here are designed for the roof, like the pot and stuff. But then the other half, the other half of the plants that you're getting will be just like after game plans. Like, you know, they had this idea and they're like, we want this idea, but we just don't know how to work it into the game, so we'll just throw it in the last level. That's just kind of what this roof level feels like, just a victory lap with all your favorite plants. Unless you use the mushrooms, in which you're getting shafted. I'm kidding. There is, I believe I mentioned it earlier, but there is a way to use the mushrooms, and I won't spoil it yet. But you know, it's basically it's one of the plants that they really had the idea for, but they couldn't work it into any kind of level. So they're like, why not? Because it's never actually useful. You just use it if you want to use it, and trust me, I want to use it. Those are going to be my defenders, by the way. I'm going to have, instead of like the tall nuts or whatever, I'm just going to have the gloom shrooms with the pumpkins. It's going to be awesome. I might be thinking a bit far ahead. Yeah, we can probably do one level. One more level, I meant. And then we'll end the video. There we go. Didn't say end it that time. Haha. Alright, so, yeah. One bungee zombie and it's taking easily the least valuable plant. And the rest put the zombies just nowhere. Easy level, easy life. Yeah, I know the whole point of the saying is that it rhymes, but whatever. Let's just do that. Do not damage my tall nuts till I get walnut first aid. Which I won't get till after I beat the game, because I know for a fact you can only get that after you beat the game. So this one is, well, obviously a catapult. It's the kernel pult. flings corn kernels at butter at zombies. So this is kind of like the catapult version of the Snopey, in that it slows down zombies. But the way it does that is really cool, as you're about to witness. So I will still use the Snopey for a while, just because, you know, it's fun. It's another one of my favorites. Yeah, we don't... Yeah, okay. Why not the pumpkin? No, never mind. No, I guarantee it's the next level. Whatever. So that there on the bottom is a ladder zombie, and those can climb over your walnuts and tall nuts and stuff. They place a ladder there, and then they can climb over, and all other zombies can climb over. And the only way to get rid of the ladders is a magnet shroom, which we can't use. So yeah, that's why I said, like, you know, I guarantee after this level we'll probably get the plant that allows us to use the magnet shroom, or any mushroom even, because yeah. I keep doing that. I keep saying, like, whatever. So these actually cost the same amount, which is interesting, because it's the counterpart to the Snopey. So it's weird that they would cost the same amount as that. So you can, theoretically, not even theoretically, but you just easily can just have cabbage pults be the second row or something, column I meant, and the kernel pult being the, you know, first. But I'm not doing that. I like orderly stuff with columns, and, you know, in the order that I put them in my slots. Put them there for a reason, so. And yeah, if you didn't already notice, but I put the pots and lily pads in the between, like, all the plants that I place in order, and my exploders. There's a term for that, but, you know, exploders works. God, the exploders sounds like a gang you would not want to be a part of. It's just a very sad gang. Anyway, getting a bit off track. So yeah, now we'll be able to start showing off what the kernel pult does. Personally, I don't like to use the kernel pult first because butter. Look at that. Fuck. God damn it. It shot butter twice. Well, it usually shoots kernels, okay? I will demonstrate by doing that. Ready? Yep, shot a kernel. So it does slightly less damage than the cabbage, but if we get butter, that doesn't kill it instantly. Alright, when a cone head shows up, I'm sure... God damn it, the timing. Smitty, eat your heart out with this prediction. Alright, come on, get the butter. Get the butter, I want the demonstration. Get the butter. Butter it. Butter the zombie. Use the butter. Let there be butter. I summon butter. Okay, cool. You use the butter while off screen. That's not fair. Really? Let's talk into the cabbage pult. Or kernel pult, whatever. So, for all of you, that was... yeah, my mom literally brought over a stick of butter. There we go. So, there we go. The cone head is now completely immobilized, not just slowed down. So, that's what makes it the counterpart to that. And I do believe the butter does slightly more damage, although I do not know. Anyway. Anyway. That was amusing. Also, my R2 button's suddenly working again, so. Honestly, when I get the ability to wake up the mushrooms, then I will be getting rid of the snow peas, and then just replacing them with the, yeah. So, yeah, this is frustrating. Hey, look at that. Place the ladder, please. Thank you. So, there we go. It now has a ladder, so basically making this tallnut useless. Which you can just dig it up. I forgot about that. That is one way of getting rid of the ladder. Getting rid of the tall nut, so. There you go. There's a method. Also, what you can do is you can, because you can place the pumpkins anyway, is that you can just like, kind of, yeah, do whatever that is. There's a term for it. Alternate? There's a better term, I'm sure, but whatever. You can alternate between, would you just shoot... Why do I never get butter when I need it? Come on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we can just kind of alternate between these two and cover every base and then start, you know, alternating back. And that's the plan, basically. Also, in case you're wondering, no, I'm not going to put the one-off Plants vs. Zombies DS video on the Plants vs. Zombies playlist. That would just be stupid. Because it's not part of the series, that's my excuse. Anyway. Looks so angry. Because he is angry. I really like the pumpkin. My favorite plants are always the really weird ones. Just because, like, I didn't use them the first couple times I played through. So I just enjoy using the really obscure ones because they're actually more fun than I expected. Wow, you just placed them in exactly where I wanted them to be. Yep, you can place it on those too. Eat a dick. Well, guess what I'm gonna do? Haha! And I still haven't given any hints as to what the secret plan is. So, yeah. Don't ask me why I was thinking of the secret plant. Come on. There it is! So that's the plant that can wake up mushrooms. Goodbye, Snoopy. This is the coffee bean. Planted on a mushroom to wake it up. So, yeah, now the sleeping mushrooms, you can spend 75 sun to wake up. And, yeah, we've got some some magnet shroom related problems. So, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go off screen and probably get enough money to buy the rest of the upgrade plants, and especially a 9th seed slot, considering this, my favorite plant setup will take up 4 slots. So that's literally half the budget here. This is my favorite plant alone. So, yeah. Because I want to use it, and not just have it sit there and do nothing, then, you know. We're gonna need some extra slots, basically. Also, if you've ever tried to do the co-op missions solo, you are basically only working with 4 plants, unless you really want to switch between the current controller and that weird knockoff controller that you got for Christmas from an aunt that just knew you had a PS3. Anyway, that's not actually my situation. I was just coming up with a situation that seems likely. Anyway, so yeah. Boom. Perfect demonstration of butter. Only a level after I needed it, but whatever. Who cares? I care. Yeah, see how it's definitely doing less damage. If we get a cone head, we're basically fucked. But whatever, we can hopefully afford a fume shroom. I don't think gloom shroom quite yet, but definitely a fume shroom. Because it's 300 for a gloom shroom alone, and then if we want to protect it in any way, then yeah. Extra 125. So it's 425 sun, just to get a gloom shroom. You know, the gloom shroom that we need. The gloom shroom. Not the gloom shroom we wanted, but the gloom shroom we needed. Look at that. Look at that beast. Look at that mad lad. God damn it. It's okay, I'm already playing dated games. Those references are okay here. Except those two things are dated in much different ways. The sad part about Mad Lad is that it's a current thing, so it's... Yeah, which one's more dated, this game or Mad Lad? Just because Mad Lad's a meme, I think it's probably somehow more dated despite being a thing after this game. So, yeah. Because this is a game that some people could refer to as timeless. Mad Lad is the opposite of being timeless. Come on. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Now I do recognize the fact that I do not have any magnet shrooms active. And that might be my downfall. But that is irrelevant. It's not entirely irrelevant. Okay. I'm kind of hesitating to put these down. Because I know the second I get it, it's going to be on the other side. Okay. Get fucked. If they take any of my gloom shrooms, I am unbelievably fucked. Like, I don't know what to do after that, because they're so expensive. There we go. So, there's 3 gloom shrooms. That covers all the bases, and if you're in the middle, you're dead. Instantly. Like, look at what this zombie's about to walk into. See, this is my favorite plant. You probably did before, but, you know, you see harder. That's the grade you got. You gotta see harder. Oh god. No one talk about what I said. Like how I say that just as much as don't take it out of... I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. I didn't end the episode. I'm a dumbass. Whatever. Good night, everybody.